know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dudes paid in full, gunning to be the best.
We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by hero-club.com and live on YouTube. Of course, with the live audio recording from on YouTube as well, with Podomatic, Spotify, and wherever else we find is fine audio recording. We talk about professional wrestling, both for the mainstream and the independent scene. I'm sorry, I was so fucking quiet sounding last week. I swear to God, everything sounded fine except for the fucking final product. But my name's Matty J. That is TWK.
We're not talking about CM Punk's interview tonight.
Really? Really don't want to put that over, huh?
Much like some of my friends, I am tapping out.
For the record, I've read excerpts of the thing, and honestly, he apologized for being CM Punk, but not much else. Ladies and gentlemen, Shintigercurl.
Come on, guys. Someone's got to have a new chapter of One Piece for me, don't you? Come on. Somebody hook me up. Come on, please.
Come on, Shen. The guy had eye surgery, for goodness sakes.
Come on, Daddy needs his medicine. He needs that.
I got this. Snap out of it! Snap out of it! Snap out of it!
I got something better. Shin, just reread Berserk again.
Definitely that.
Okay. All right, I can reread some Berserk. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm better.
Brother Ball, we've tried it. He's already hopped up on 5 bars of Snickers, okay? It's not that. We've tried.
All right, I'm good. I'm good for now. Okay, I'm good. Thank you, Mayura Sensei.
All right. Now, of course, joining us, we thought he would be late. He was not because, well, I goofed up on setting up the YouTube thing again. Can you tell him? Can you tell I'm looking forward to this break that might be longer than All In? I'll explain why in a few. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shades.
Yes, it is that time again, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be late because I had to go out and get some food, which means I'll be eating mid-podcast. But hey, can't podcast on an empty stomach, can you, motherfucker?
No, it's as Easy would say, can't riff on an empty stomach. So there is that as well. Alright, now there's no clip of the week because I thought this would be like one of them 90-minute deals, and then last minute I decided, fuck it, let's just give ourselves that 2-hour window. Which, yes, we're against SmackDown and the Bloodline. Fuck the Bloodline, by the way. Sammy and Owens forever, motherfuckers!
Yeah, I was about to say, did we actually give a shit about the Bloodline at this point?
I mean, only on pay-per-view.
He's got a point.
And guess what? Tonight is no pay-per-view.
No pay-per-view, and Saturday there's Collision with a particular Phillip Brooks guy that thinks he's more over than Hogan. He's not, though. He's not, though. But we are going to talk about Collision, and since by this time next week I will be on a fuck-mothering plane to Toronto. No, really, I would be boarding the plane right now. Actually, I could verify that. Thank you, application technology on smartphones. I'll be boarding a plane to Toronto as soon as I'm done with work. I'm going straight to the airport, and it would be boarding at 7:45. So by the time this airs, I'm comfortably in my seat on a Porter Airlines flight waiting for a beer. They do that. They have free beverages for everybody.
What you're saying is you want to do the Wrestle-Cast from 10,000 feet in the air.
If I could, they do have free Wi-Fi, but if I could, I wouldn't. You know how burnt out I am right now, dude.
Plus, I'm pretty sure the rest of the passengers on the plane wouldn't enjoy hearing that.
Oh, come on. Who doesn't want to hear Matty J screaming about Vince McMahon in their cabin?
I'm pretty sure prime David Letterman would have loved doing that.
So you just have to risk the fact that maybe one of the people on the plane will tackle you.
From my own seat?
Yes.
You know how cramped those plane seats are, by the way? Like, I could barely fit a laptop the size of my Chromebook, much less a podcast suite with 2 screens. It'd be a hard sell. Plus, there is that whole airport security bullshit.
Yes, that's true.
And Kira, I'm guessing there's no VRL trains, or it's more expensive than the plane. Oh no, the plane's more expensive. It's a case of I spent a little bit more money on the plane ticket, so I could arrive, because the place I'm staying at, which is a great place, you might have heard of it, Kira. It's the residence near Seneca College. They do late check-in until 1 in the goddamn morning. And the train would take without delays would arrive around 11:30, and that's Union Station to North York. That's a little bit of a ways. So I'm putting everything I'm putting everything into getting there as soon as possible, so I can actually rest.
Sleep.
Yes, I like sleep. A lot of sleep. I'm a sleepy boy. And Kira, remember, Matty, you're not the only one going to Forbidden Door. Yeah, or a nuclear convoy. He's going to be there. His buddies, his congregation is going there. And I guess some guy called Cure Crystal, I guess, as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. Am I right? Am I saying that right?
Never heard of him.
Nice.
Poor guy.
I wouldn't be surprised if Matty D showed up as well.
He intends to go.
Nice.
He intends to go.
Damn.
Hope he makes a new figure for at least one of the people on the show.
He has been making one for Hook and Taz.
Nice.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I've noticed that you will have noted the episode number. It is indeed episode number 666.
If you're 555, then I'm 666. What's it like to be a hair red tick?
Iron Maiden joke here.
Nope, that was Slipknot.
Oh, okay, yours is Slipknot. I'm thinking the Number of the Beast by Iron Maiden there. Both acceptable riffs, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think I am, Daffy Duck? You're despicable. But yeah. I don't know. Well, I'll grip it or rip it. I'm thinking of making the hiatus a little longer than the projected all-in weekend. I'm thinking maybe past the summer, but I do want to make a comeback show. I do want like a one-off show for maybe a preview / review of All In, because come on, it's the biggest show in AEW's history, bar none. We kind of
it's gonna be a special night.
It's got to be a special night, so I definitely want to come back for that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it's always fun to hang out with these guys and the Shades. But it came to a realization of I may be done with podcasting.
Even if
that's not fun.
Even if we just do Wrestle-Cast like once every blue moon, that'll be fine. Whatever you need to keep yourself mentally healthy.
Yes.
Ditto.
So there's that.
I have no room to judge. Look where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at everyone making a career shift. Even T-Dub, even but you put Rift Zone on hiatus.
Yeah, that's mostly due to a scheduling thing more than anything else.
Don't want to burn yourself on that. We may as well start the news part of the stuff with what Enigma in the chat as Unboxed brought up. Collision's theme song is what?
What is it?
Elton John's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting. When I played that a couple weeks ago, I was like, There's no fucking way. I'll joke around. It'll be our little inside thing because it is Saturday night and it is all right for fighting. I was fucking kidding.
You forget, Tony Khan loves to license music.
And you know what? I'm willing to bet Elton John was cheaper than fucking Europe.
Yeah, probably the main reason why Europe charges out of the ass for that song is because they actually don't like it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, we're tired of people playing this song, so we're going to make sure it never gets played again by charging so much to play it.
You could definitely get away with it as a movie thing, but on a regular basis, like what AEW would be, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 50,000 per
Yeah,
time
50 for instance.
So essentially $100,000 a night because first Brian would have to use it for his entrance, and then when he wins, they have to play it again.
And apparently Elton is an FC owner as well. Oh, okay, that explains the tweet.
Ah, cool.
That explains the tweet. But yeah, Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting is the official we're going to watch Collision tomorrow with the boys. And the first thing we're going to hear is Elton John in the background with a shitload of pyro from Chicago.
By the way, Matty, I hope that when you go to Collision that it sells more than it has currently because outside Chicago, the tickets aren't going very well.
They are not well. I thought I was going to be like, I got my ticket as, for surprisingly cheap to all things considered. And yeah, right now I'm like, maybe I should have waited. Because they are not moving quick. Like I'm actually going on the Ticketmaster app right now. Is the theme heavy enough? Does it have to be heavy enough? It's Elton John. It's Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
I think
Classic
it's got
rock
energy
always rocks.
Yeah, it's got enough energy to it to carry things. It's not like it's a ballad. That song got some bite to it.
Yeah, it's not like they're playing Goodbye Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's enough to carry it into the show. And as far as the ticket sales being slow, I think there's people playing a wait and see vibe. They're waiting to see how these first shows do. If they do well, if they're like a good secondary show, almost on the level of Dynamite,
Yeah.
then you'll probably see ticket numbers go up. If it looks like it's going to be another Rampage B show, then it's probably going to keep sucking.
Here's hoping that you're right on that because they need them ticket sales for this. And by the way, for anyone wondering, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road is an actual wrestling entrance theme.
Yeah. The cheapest tickets, the 4 seats are $100 is what he said, and he is not kidding. Floor, Northwest, $194, standard ticket, $194, so $200 there, $100 there. The ringside, the lower bowl of the hundreds are selling at $54. I should have waited. Oh, to be fair, I paid about $100 instead of the $160, $170 they were selling inevitably. So there's that. And I do not regret the ticket I got for Forbidden Door. That would have been 10 times more expensive. So I'm not.
Oh, we have our official commentary team for Collision announced
folks.
Today.
Folks, I hope you're sitting down.
Jim
the
Ross
comms are going to be awesome.
Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness.
Yep.
And New Japan Pro Wrestling Zone, Kevin Kelly.
My God.
Told you to sit down.
This to me is very indicative of how AEW handles its commentary team. As, to quote MJF, they're generational talents. 3 separate generations of commentary in one booth. You have the far past with Jim Ross. You have the slightly younger past with Kevin Kelly because he started his run in the Attitude Era of WWE. And then you have the new generation with Nigel McGuinness, who's only recently been doing commentary over the last few years.
Now you started doing commentary like 10 years ago.
Yeah, he started commentary with Ring of Honor.
Okay, fair enough. My mistake. But the point still does stand. It still fits into that narrative. And then you have the same thing with the Dynamite commentary team. You have the oldest being Tony. You have Tony Schiavone, who's like the older generation. You have Taz, who's the middle generation, since he started in the late Attitude Era, or new Ruthless Aggression Era. And then you have the current talent with Excalibur. So you kind of have this theme of like 3 generations of commentators, each providing their own spin on things.
Also,
Time
do
out. Enigma, you're going with that fantasy booking again. Nigel apparently allegedly has no interest in wrestling anymore.
the only exception would be All In. That's it.
And we don't even know if he's really thinking about it. He might have joked about it. By the way, my ticket for Collision was $54.75 Canadian, so I misspoke on that.
Still, not bad.
That's pretty good.
So that's in the hundreds. So that's pretty good. In comparison, my ticket for All Elite Wrestling Cross New Japan, Forbidden Door, face value 135, grand total with fees and everything was 162.75.
That's
Not
still
bad
pretty
for a
good,
pay-per-view
though.
of that
For a
magnitude.
pay-per-view
And
ticket,
they're on the
that's pretty
same
good.
section. Like in the Collision, I'd be in 120. I'd be in 121 for Forbidden Door. So good seats.
Yeah, those are pretty good. That's a pretty good price, all things considered. That's not too bad.
One thing that I just want to know about this commentary team for Collision is that it's the first AEW show without Excalibur ever.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be damned.
I think even he needs a break eventually. Come on, doing it like he's already doing. They took away Dark and Elevation, so they slowed down his run. And now he's got, add a
He's
whole
got
2 hours.
he has Dynamite and Rampage.
And he doesn't have the love of his life anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the current vice president of WWE.
He still watches Dynamite.
Oh, man with the mask, if I were there, I'd tell you that I'd snack you up like a scrumptiddly bar.
And Triple H is looking at him like, Bill, are you okay? No, don't mind me, Hunter. I'm just being an eccentric old Britishman like I'm supposed to be.
All right, if you say so.
Speaking with AEW, we are now less than 2 weeks away from the release of Fight Forever. Less than 2 weeks.
Gentlemen, I have a conundrum. Do I pre-order for Switch or PS4?
Whichever one you're more comfortable playing with. Either way, if you pre-order, you will get both versions of Matt Hardy.
That's why I have to ask. So, I'm comfortable with both.
Well, it depends. Are you going to be playing this more portably or on your television?
Yes.
You're not making this any easier.
That's why I'm asking. I went through the entire fucking thing, and yes, Kira, I'm getting the Elite Edition. That's why I'm pre-ordering with pre-ordering.
At this point, you might as well just flip a coin.
It landed on its side, asshole.
Okay, Claptrap.
And it was a virtual coin, and I don't even know how the fuck that does.
All right there, Claptrap.
Thank you.
And somewhere in Gotham City, Two-Face just went crazier.
Than usual.
Also, this week we got to see a preview of the ladder match, both in the preview from AEW's official accounts and from some fan YouTube. Gotta tell you, this ladder match looks pretty nice, and I still can't wait to get my hands on the game now. The one downside seems to be via Angry Joe that the creation suite isn't as deep as WWE, which is to be expected, but Joe does seem optimistic that they'll add stuff in as the game rolls along.
Who?
Angry Joe.
Who?
Yeah. Mike Jones.
Who?
Mike Jones.
No, I can't. I'm joking. I'm joking, Joe. This is literally if you do it. What? Who cares? And who cares what Joe's face? It doesn't matter what Angry Joe thinks. There we go. We got to bring it back to the wrestling. Maybe burnt out, but my skills are still there. Come on, trying here.
Some say you're trying too hard.
Yeah, the one
What
thing
do you
I
think I'm burnt out. I tried too hard for 10 fucking years.
Anyway.
And staying on the topic of video games, good old What's the Status, who loves to find stuff in the data files of WWE 2K games and put them up on the Community Creation Suite, found something very interesting this week. I guess you could say he found it in the stars.
No.
No way.
No.
Like,
Stardust.
coming soon to 2K23 will be Stardust.
Are you trying to make Cody Rhodes quit again?
It's official, man. It's going to be in the game now. Usually you'd have to play the My Faction and it'll be exclusive there, but thanks to with the status, he just uploads it to Community Creations. You can download it, has all the stuff, the music and all that already with it. I can't wait.
It was fucking baked in.
Not baked in, but it's going to be added via an update. And once it is, he'll be able to put it on Community Creations, and we'll be able to download it like all the other stuff. Like he also has up there like a 2015 version of Seth Rollins, some classic versions of The Rock and Triple H. Like the classic version he has of Triple H on Community Creations right now actually comes with the My Time entrance theme.
Really?
Damn.
Nice.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, he's been doing this since last year's game as well.
What do you think, Cody? I put this guy in. Stardust. You remember Stardust, don't you, Cody?
God damn it, Vince.
And the
Yeah.
picture that Status put up on his Twitter account is Stardust laying out Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I've also
Word
had
fail.
someone else.
Should have sent a poet.
I've also had someone else that you might like. Someone you're very, very close to.
My brother?
No, Black Rain.
Yum, yum, yum.
Look, he's a psychopath, just like you used to be, Cody, when you were Doctor Doom.
And Cody's just like, I left Kenny and the Bucks for this.
Yep. How's that extra paycheck going for you, Cody? Not good. They brought back Stardust again. Puked in my mouth a little. What?
Yeah, it looks like
No!
We tried to warn ya.
Yeah, so far it looks like the SummerSlam match for Cody will be versus Lesnar 3, and we're going to have to wait until WrestleMania to see the rematch with Reigns. That is the current plans, the way that at least things are folding out on the television screen. And even just Alex, who was a defender of Cody losing at Mania, is starting to lose confidence. He's like, no, that's way too long to wait.
Wait, he's one of the few defending that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been
Hey,
on.
Alex! How's it feel now, motherfucker? Welcome to our club.
Yeah, he was like, you know what? If they hold off until SummerSlam, that'll be perfect. But now that's looking like it's not going to happen at SummerSlam. He's like, no, you can't wait until Mania because then the momentum might die out by then.
Might? Dude, it died the minute they booked Cody Rhodes versus Dom Guerrero. Now, to be fair, it's going to be a good match. I mean, Guerrero's more... Mysterio, what the fuck am I...
No, you were right. You were
It's the
right.
mullet. I know it's the mullet.
It's the mullet. Yeah, it is. And the fucking cocky attitude. Holy shit. Some people are saying he's not that good. I'm like, correction. He's only getting better and better with age. Hanging with Cody Rhodes for 20 minutes? Come on.
Did you guys watch his WrestleMania match? He fucking killed it out there with his dad.
Yeah. He's not the best, but he's growing. It's
He's
called
not
seasoning.
the best, but with the right opponent, he shines. He shined with his dad. He's gonna show. Did he wrestle Seth Rollins?
Probably. The only thing we have to note about Dominic is that he's still like only in his second or third year wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still rather green right now. And if he's doing this good while he's green, just imagine what he's going to be like when he does get his seasoning. It's going to be freaking crazy.
Yeah, once he gets like to year 5, 6, 7, this guy's gonna be unbelievable.
I think the problem with it is that a lot of people, when they think that if you're in the WWE, you're already there. You're already at that level where you are deserving to be, you are put among the best. There's this conditioning that you were expected to already perform at your best when you're in the WWE. But that's not how life works. Some people need time to build. And Dominic, considering he started here, needs time to build. The fact that he's already at this level now is a good indication that this guy's going to be a main eventer. Like, we're talking like legendary Hall of Fame status, probably within the next 5 to 10 years.
And the knock is, he's as good a heel as MJF. Fucking pump the brakes. He's getting great heat. He's not getting MJF heat. Come on, time out. But
He's not even getting Don Callis heat yet.
I was
So.
about to say, yeah.
It's good heat. It's good heat in most towns. And you know what? Good is good enough. Kier Crystal, oh God, what if they paired Dom with Don Callis? Matty, why am I scared? You should be.
And
You should be.
that will require Don Callis to get signed by WWE, and that will probably never happen again.
No, he's
No.
I think one of the bridges he's burned was with Triple H in the first place. So yeah, that's not happening anytime soon.
Not to mention that,
IRCC, Dom
honestly,
did wrestle Seth way back when he was a face. So there you go. My brain's not completely broken.
Also, Dom doesn't need a mouthpiece like Don Callis. He's doing
No.
plenty on his own. He's already got good on the stick.
There you go.
And staying into Dominic, Miss Rhea Ripley was gifted with the better-looking women's championship, the women's world title.
Okay, yes, I hear it. Copy paste, but if you're gonna copy paste something, a women's big gold, or women's new gold, as I'd like to think it should be called,
Or as Shin likes to call it, Big Gold Junior.
Big Gold Junior, a women's Big Gold Junior,
Or Mrs. Big Gold.
Ms. Big Gold, Ms. Big Gold,
Yeah.
Whatever you want
Ms.
to call it.
Pac-Man, Ms. Big Gold. Come on.
Sir.
Yeah. Bottom line is, the belt doesn't look that bad. It's better than what they had. It's better than the other one.
Yeah, it's better than just big logo on a strap,
Thank you.
which is why it is the better of the two women's world titles on the main roster at the moment.
And incidentally, Seth freaking Rollins versus Braun Breaker on Tuesday, as I might actually watch NXT. Might being the operative word still, but you get the idea.
It should be a good showcase for Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that by SummerSlam, he should be on the main roster. If not, then immediately afterwards.
I think this is the transitional period for Braun Breaker where they're going to move him up.
Yeah, they've moved up a few people, and they need to keep the people, the interest in NXT a little bit longer. So the transition is, okay, we're going to put some main roster guys to face our big guy, and when everything's ready, we move them up. And that's a smart move.
Especially if they try to position someone to take Braun's spot once he's gone. You need someone to be the forebearer of NXT, because that's what Braun's been doing. He's been carrying the brand as like the big name on the company. So they need to put someone into a position to take over for him once that
Current champ is Carmelo Hayes. I think he's doing okay. They're just doing a transition thing, and that's okay. JC, these copy paste titles beg the question: what looks better with these designs, white or black straps? With a Big Gold Junior, I think both look good.
Yeah, I do.
Looks
like
good on a
white
black strap, classic, and the white strap with the women's belt. Yeah, I'm okay with both actually. Both is
Yeah,
good.
The black
do-
lining and the belt and the gold kind of helps it still pop out, so it doesn't seal too out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I personally always enjoy a good colored strap. Like, when they originally introduced the Attitude Era belt back in April of '98, it actually had a dark blue strap on it.
Dark blue with a background, with a black or a brown backing. If I can fucking talk, mouth.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad it only lasted a few months.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, for like several months, for the Intercontinental title during the Attitude Era, it actually had a purple strap. People may not remember that, but yes, it was purple. And I have proved this because one of my old Edge action figures actually came with that.
Nice.
There's like, it was noisy whenever they have really cool design, and it's only around for a few months. So it's like, God damn it, you had something really cool. Why? Why?
Because it ain't selling, damn it.
Yeah, yada yada yada. Let's see. WWE also wants to sign Hook, and seems to be in favor of it.
You know what? I can see it.
I'd be okay
But
with it. He could get some
the
experience.
The only question I have is that could they sell Hook without having him talk? Because we have not heard him on the mic much. And
Here's-
one of the key.
Here
let me
is
finish.
sure.
Because the key thing with WWE is that you have to be pretty much good at both, on the mic and in the ring. Now, in the ring, Hook is a beast. I ain't disputing that for a fucking minute. And he can be entertaining as hell without speaking, but eventually in the WWE, he's going to have to talk. And if he's not ready to cut a good promo, it's going to bite him.
What if you sign him and say, okay, we know you're good in the ring. We're going to polish that. He'd be perfect for the Performance Center in NXT. He needs to talk. WWE's Performance Center is full of talkers. He's going to learn by osmosis eventually.
It's just, I would be careful how you handle it. I'm not saying you couldn't do it. I'm saying approach with caution. Do it right.
Approach with caution, but with character, you need character development. I don't see Hook being signed and you're going to put him on NXT as soon as you sign him. That doesn't make sense. A guy like that who knows how to wrestle, you need to polish him, and they got promo class.
Yeah.
He needs that. We know we both agree with that.
Yeah.
But no, I they're interested, and I'm like, you know what? It's not a bad idea.
My only concern would be if they were to overexpose him with the talking. Like, he doesn't need to be one of those people that cuts a 20-minute promo every week.
No, but and again, this might be a signing of you give him a year off to get acclimated, get into the Performance Center, get some reps in there, and hopefully get a year of promo class will do wonders.
Yeah.
You sign him, you don't put him on TV for a year. You're going, okay, we're going to pay you this much. You're going to train. We're going to make you talk, but we're going to guide you the entire way. Kid gloves. So I agree, kid gloves here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, now getting to our highlights from Dynamite from the first ever Dynamite show, Washington, D.C. Start things off with a time limit draw between Cole and MJF.
Oh, this was so perfectly executed between both these guys. One of the key things, and someone pointed this out online, is the fact that they didn't make a big deal about the time limit. You heard Justin Roberts call it out, I think, one time throughout the match. But they kept it on the down low about the time limit. So when the moment came, they built up this big moment with Adam Cole where it looked like he was going to win, and the time limit ends right as he gets to 2. I thought that was brilliantly executed.
And I do like how they do use time limits where it's not every week, but whenever they need to, they use it effectively because this allows MJF to move on to his next mini program, while keeping Adam Cole in the wings.
Yeah.
Yep. He's gonna be chasing MJF for that rematch because he knows he can beat MJF. He was just a second too late to actually get the win.
Exactly.
And MJF knows that, so he's gonna be ducking Cole like nobody's business.
That's what makes it work so perfectly, is the way they set that up.
I'm looking on Twitter at Russell Takes on Twitter for Collision at Scotiabank Arena. Available, so the current setup 5,417, so it won't be the full arena like Forbidden Door. Distributed 2,523, available 2,894. Affordable tickets in the higher lower priced $16 a ticket for for affordable me plus 3 at $16.50 per ticket. So they're trying to pack it.
Here's something for the best for them. Then we get a CM Punk promo package, hyping up a promo that he'll cut on Collision tomorrow. And then after that, we got a Sammy Guevara promo where it involved him, Darby Allin, Jericho, and Sting. And the end result is the fact that Sammy Guevara seems to be leaving JAS sooner than later in order to complete his babyface turn.
And if they do pull that trigger, that's great. But if there's one thing I've learned about the JAS and the storylines they tell, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah.
They've pulled this trick before. They pulled that trick where, like, remember what they did with Daniel Garcia, where they looked like they were going to turn him face. They kept building it. They kept building it. They kept building it. Then he looked like he turned face, and then boom, swerve. And they did it brilliantly.
I think it would be a mistake to do that twice with the same group, though.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying don't be surprised if they pull that, but hopefully I think with the build-up, especially after them announcing him and Ty's child, that beautiful little girl they're going to be having, I think now would be the time between that and how he's been getting a lot of love on All Access. It's time to pull the trigger on Sammy Guevara.
And on top of that, You can't expect him to be a top star and still be Jericho's lackey.
Yeah.
If it happens, this will be the first time since AEW's been established that Sammy Guevara would not be under Chris Jericho, because he has been his protege since AEW has been a company.
Just
Ever
about.
since the first Dynamite in 2019.
Literally.
Yeah. And it makes sense why, because he was still pretty young, he was still pretty green. I mean, he'd already been starting to build himself up, but he needed someone to really bring out the best in him, and Jericho has absolutely done that. But now he is at a point where he is considered on that level where he can go strike it out on his own and be a star. So I think now is the time to pull the trigger.
As
Well,
it
and that
stands-
Sonata makes an open challenge for Forbidden Door for the IWG World Heavyweight title. We'll get the answer to that later on. But first, we got, let's see here. We got Sting, Orange Cassidy, and Keith the Monk defeating the Mogul Embassy.
For those
Nice
wondering,
little chaotic.
T-Dub said that we are not talking about the Punk thing, the Punk interview with ESPN. Essentially, he apologized for the scrum as far as talking with the Bucks. His lawyers have informed him not to. That's as far as we're going. Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in case people get buggy about it.
So yeah, Garcia's watching this match backstage. So it looks like we'll get into that later on. That'll go into a later segment. From that, we get the Guns calling out Hardys for a match next week. So it's like we're getting that. And then we get the Battle of Two Lovers, Wardlow versus Hager. As Wardlow predictably defeated Hager. Even though there was JS interference, but they were negated by the Anderson. So Wardlow wins with the Powerbomb Symphony, which can only mean one thing, gentlemen. Leopold.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom.
Now we get to the source on the video
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
screen with audio issues starting things off. Hooray!
Oh my
huzzah.
god. We thought this was just the fight feed. No, that was the AEW feed.
Yeah, that was like even in the arena. You could see Wardlow just sort of like reacting to it like, oh, can't hear you talk. Oh, whatever, don't care. But once they did get the audio issues back, we saw a bloody Arn Anderson. So it looks like Luchasaurus versus Wardlow tomorrow night.
Look forward to that. Also, was it this match or was it a later match where we had a certain visual issue come up?
No.
I didn't get any visual issues.
Matty, you know which one I'm talking about, right?
No. Big ol' no on the screen.
Yeah. For some people, I think it might have been on the fight feed, but apparently not on the TNT feed. During one of the matches, I think it was during this trios, this 8-man tag. For some reason, the screen just showed the words "no" transparently on the screen.
That's weird.
It
was
this
very
wasn't
brief.
Just us. It was very brief. It was only there for a couple seconds. But if you had checked Twitter during that time, everyone was talking about it. We weren't the only ones who noticed.
Interesting. Well, following that, we got Tanahashi challenging MJF for the world title at Forbidden Door. However, MJF is not impressed, and he says, "Tony Khan booked the match. Don't care. Don't want to do it. Not doing it."
Again, some Japanese indie fed.
Give it a week, folks.
And then we get an OC promo where he's like, "Listen, someone's going to interrupt me and challenge me for the title." And as soon as he says that, ZSJ.
It's like he knows.
Shut up and take my fucking money.
Do you want them to empty your account now?
Too fucking late. Take it all. Just hook it to my goddamn veins. Also, Garcia versus Shibata at Forbidden Door, please.
That's right. It's going to be me versus Shibata. I'm getting back my pure title.
Oh, yeah, and we're also getting a tag team match next week of OC and Shibata versus ZSJ and Garcia. Should be a good time.
Yeah. But before that, I'm going to talk to a Shoebill Stork.
Ooh.
Hey, Shoebill Stork, what's going on? Yeah, you're very friendly to humans. You like humans a lot, Shoebill Stork? Yeah, you sound like a machine gun when you use your bill. You like machine guns, Stork? Yeah, you like AR-15? Yeah, that's sexy. All right. Talk to you later, Shoebill Stork. Shout out your mother for me.
And from that, we get one hell of a women's world title match between Sky Blue and Tony Storm. And Sky Blue is now being positioned as a future star in the making right here with this match.
That was a star-making performance for her. No joke.
Damn, excellent match.
Just an absolute banger. And afterwards, they tried to beat down on her, but Willow made the save for Sky.
I loved Willow in that outfit.
Of course you did. Many people on Twitter enjoyed it, as I saw the many, many thirst posts.
Well, I'm in Texas. Of course, all I can do is be thirsty.
Ah, yes, it is the summer after all.
Triple digits.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, they're preheating Texas to 355 degrees for their good pizza.
Indeed, they are.
Then we get
I saw it's on Facebook. I think Easy shared it. I was like, yeah, Texas is preheating.
Fun. Now we get a Jungle promo where Perry is the one to accept Sanaya's challenge. Should be a good match
Shut up
there.
and take my money.
And I'm assuming that this is building towards a split in the group where Perry turns heel down the road.
Mr. Matty, load betrayal missiles. It's on standby.
They might be hired when I get back to the hotel room. Just saying. I may not be available to hit them buttons if I have to.
Fun, not though.
I will hand me the controls. I'll have them ready for you.
You got it, bud. You got it.
Fun that we get to our main event where the Hung Bucks defeated the BCC in one hell of a trios match, but that's not the story here. The story here is the fact that we got the return of Eddie effing Kingston.
Yes.
Wrestling's about to get even better, boys.
And as we know that Eddie Kingston very soon will be going over to Japan for the G1.
Which, yeah, that actually might be that. I'm going to have to see if I could fit it in the budget during the summer, but that may actually get me to get New Japan World again.
Oh, this match is going to be so good. So goddamn good.
Yeah, he's going to Japan to have matches the Aki way.
Yep. Can you do those matches the Aki way, by the way?
Sure.
I had a feeling.
First, we put Suzuki on the grill. Then we put Toriano on the grill. Then we chop them up. Then we cover them in soy sauce and some wasabi. Then we put it in a bun. Then we super kick it 2,000 times. And the result is...
No, don't forget the Bev.
Never, never, never.
You're supposed to say OMG. Then never mind.
Nevertheless, we also got Takeshita, and then Kenny, and then Ospreay to end the night.
10 out of 10. Cash up and take money.
They threw everything at us there in the last few minutes.
And I think that overall, this is definitely going to go down as an all-timer Dynamite.
Yep.
Just banger promos, banger matches, good times overall. And believe it or not, that is all the news I have this week, actually.
Really?
Yes.
At
least as far as I'm concerned, it's a pretty light week for me.
I got something.
All right, what you got, Shin?
Well, it was Tuesday, so you know what that meant. Time for another deep dive with Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, yeah, what did they do this week?
Today, they looked at the family behind one of the most profitable and popular territories during the territory days. Championship Wrestling from Florida.
That's the Grahams, right?
Yep, the Graham family. Those guys were, well, at least Papa Graham was fucking crazy. Talking about Mike Graham's dad, who was the owner and head booker for Championship Wrestling from Florida.
And for those who aren't familiar with Mike Graham, you might know him best from the meme where he goes, Jeff Jarrett broke 100,000 guitars, never drew a dime.
Yeah, it was very insightful because I knew very little about the Graham family, and I gotta give, they might be one of the most tragic wrestling families up there with the Von Erichs in terms of just bad shit happening.
Yeah, and for those who don't know about Championship Wrestling from Florida, that's where Dusty Rhodes got his real big break.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes. I think Ted DiBiase. A couple of big name wrestlers got their start in CWF. And of course, they talked about the story about how Papa Graham. The story goes that his mother was very, very sick. I can't remember what she was sick with. Went to the hospital, and he warned the doctor she better pull through, or I'm coming up there. Unfortunately, she died. And no joke, he showed up there with a pump-action shotgun, a .45 Magnum, and a Bowie knife, and just started shooting up the place.
Jesus Christ.
And when he saw the doctor who took care of his mom, who failed to take care of his mom, he took a shot at him with his shotgun. Then he went into the room where her body was being held, and he tried to wheel her out, but the orderlies and doctors kept trying to bulldog him. And then afterwards, he just slung his mother's corpse over his shoulder, gun in hand, and said, "I just want to bury my mom."
Looney Tunes.
Really Looney Tunes.
By the way, boys, for you two, I posted an image of what we saw on Dynamite this Wednesday.
Ah, that's what that looks like.
Yeah, that's what we saw on Wednesday.
It was very brief, but for a lot of feeds, it popped up.
How bizarre. I wonder what it can mean.
How bizarre.
Thank you for that, and I can only wonder what it means.
Hope so.
It's probably nothing. It probably was a production botch.
Wait a minute. No, that's the catchphrase of, wait a minute. Daniel Bryan is All Elite confirmed!
T-Dub. Brian's already in AEW.
No, he's going back to being Daniel Bryan, the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just looked at something. I just noticed this tweet. I'm going to post this because this isn't the first time this has happened.
Oh?
Yeah, apparently during the Four Pillars promo prior to Double or Nothing, a similar botch occurred.
That is quite interesting.
And
So
a
need
big creepy.
to get up on that production truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something going down.
But yeah, of course, there was a lot of stuff that happened, and unfortunately, that family has an unfortunate history with suicides.
Ooh, I can see the connection with the Von Erichs now.
I was just thinking the same thing, actually.
Yeah, Papa Graham took his life a few weeks after his 55th birthday. And his son, Stephen, would go on to take his life too. Actually, his sister found his body, and Mike Graham came in along, and he said, "I'm glad you found him, because Stephen is Mike's son. I'm sorry, I got that confused. But he said to his daughter, "I'm glad you found him, because if I found him, I would have joined him right then and there."
Yeesh.
And then a couple of years, and even though his daughter told him, "Please don't do this. It nearly destroyed our family. I don't want you doing this." And after she had that conversation with, a few years later, Mike Graham took his life. And it turns out that in the span of 4 decades, 5 members of the Graham family would take their lives.
Yeah, it's fucking dark.
Can we
Yeah, that's
move
why I
on?
All right, a happier
please.
time. Let's get to the happy Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
Yay!
Sorry, Shin. It was one of those, like, these deep, the others are getting a little too dark.
Yeah, let's move on to the
for
good
our
shit.
show. We don't have a full card for obvious reasons. Not everything has been confirmed, but 4 official matches have been confirmed, with more on the way. So you'll get the full list when I come back in a couple of weeks. But we have the matches as follows. All 4 are fucking bangers on paper. I don't know what y'all thinking, but Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay for the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship.
Match of the year candidate.
It's Ospreay and Omega, for fuck's sake. These guys know how to put on a fucking banger. If you put a gun in my head and make me make a prediction, I'd probably lean more towards Ospreay.
Yeah, and have a rubber match at All In.
Yeah, I could see that.
Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada in a fucking dream match.
Ugh,
Match
I
of the year
couldn't call that
candidate.
one if you made me.
Oh, my favorite part about this match is people posting memes of both these guys in ridiculous outfits, hyping up the match. Like, this is the guy that, like, one of them is Okada in his glam photo shoot with a caption, "This is the man that's going to kick Bryan Danielson's ass." And Bryan Danielson, it's him as Rene Beret. This is the man that's going to kick Okada's ass.
Yeah, folks, make fun of Okada's outfits all you want. Guy can produce that many goddamn good matches and actually kick your ass in the process. He can wear whatever the fuck he wants. Sonata defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, such as it is, taking on Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Match of the year candidate match.
By the way, I love the crowd's reaction when Jungle Boy looked at Hogan and said, "You're my best friend, man." The whole crowd went, "Aww."
The rest of us got the Kill Bill music in the background. Okay, when's he turning? Da, 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 da.
Yeah, but this one's an easy call. As good as Jungle Boy is right now and how hot he is, there's no way he's winning the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship that easily. This is Sonata win easily.
Yeah, and Sonata still just started his run. Still very early on. He's not losing that bout until at least, I think he could actually carry it to the Dome.
He could. Legit, he could.
He could. So, yeah, I don't see Jungle Boy winning this one, but it's still going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah. And MJF versus Hiroshi Tanahashi, allegedly. It's in the books. It's been made official. AEW World Championship. Hiroshi's not winning the belt, but goddamn, that's it. Knowing how good MJF is, go ahead, Shin. You know what you want to say.
Match of the year candidate match.
Thank you. Notice just four matches in, and we're all thinking, Jesus Christ, all of them are match of the year candidates on paper.
And one of the rumored matches that AEW is at least trying to put together is Punk versus Kenta.
Match of the year candidate match, if they can pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lord knows we need to see more Kenta around here.
We have been thirsty for this match for over a decade.
About as thirsty as you are in Texas right now, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm very thirsty, and not because of the triple digits. I want to get this match to happen.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more anticipated matches. It's just a matter of them of crossing all their T's and dotting their lowercase J's.
I'm feeling more excited about this Forbidden Door than last year's Forbidden Door, because this one feels like it really feels like a crossover event. Like last year, they had to make chicken salad out of chicken shit because the injury bug was just hitting everybody. So they had
both sides were getting hit too. It wasn't just in New Japan who got the brunt of it, to be fair, but AEW lost some key players that would have been fitted nice with Forbidden Door.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that kind of hurt everybody. This year, we've only had one confirmed match lost because of an injury, because the rumor was it was
Mercedes Moné versus Saraya, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which would have been a badass match, but at the same time, it's under, it can't be helped. That was the only match we really lost out of this whole ordeal. And if that's the only match we lose, I mean, it's still bad, but it's like, all right, you know what? We'll take it.
And now we got all their ducks in a row. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's happy. We got to and I'm not even sure what other matches we could put on this card, because already it feels like show of the year.
We could also see, perhaps, Hiromu Takahashi versus Darby Allin.
It's been one of the other rumored matches, yeah.
No, I could just come without the top of my head.
Really?
Yes. I just thought, okay, let's take the two craziest people from both promotions and put them in the ring against each other.
Still waiting for I'm still waiting for OC versus Naito.
Well, we're gonna get OC versus ZSJ, and that'll be a banger.
I just want it for the lead up to the match, because you know how these two are. Naito would just be wandering around the ring during OC's matches, and OC not really giving a shit. Hell, their entrances, considering how much they like mind games, their entrances could last half the damn show, and the crowd would still say, "This is awesome."
That with the Mercedes Moné Soraya match off the books, we do need a women's match in there somewhere.
Yeah, just a shame that they're not going to have access to Stardom talent because they're having a pay-per-view the same day.
Yeah.
Well, that a lot of people are saying, well, the visa issue would be a thing. Technically, you don't need a visa to cut. Japanese don't need to have a visa to go to Canada, but let's be honest, yeah, a pay-per-view the same day is a thing.
Well, I'm sure they can pull somebody out. I mean, if anything else, can always grab Maki Ito for a night.
Well, that's Tokyo Joshi Pro.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just thought of a we need a good tag team match. How about this? FTR versus Catch 2-2.
All right, that could work.
I get the feeling there's another match in mind. We're just going to see it on Wednesday, or tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's just the match off the top of my head. We need a good tag team match.
Again, a lot. This is just the 4 matches that we brought up, by the way, at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario. As if you didn't fucking know from the last 2 months I've been hyping this fucking thing up.
And how much he's been bragging about going.
Come on.
It's somehow we need to work Murder Grandpa onto this.
I mean, of course.
They'll find the way. They'll find the victim. I mean, volunteer.
I mean, even if he's not wrestling as much anymore, even if he just shows up as a cameo, he's just there.
Minoru Suzuki versus QT Marshall.
Oh, fuck off!
No. Wait. He's not wrong either. Oh yeah, they might have to set up for a QT Marshall promo, but it's Murder Grandpa.
Maybe it's a segment, but I don't think an actual match. Just, QT tries to cut a promo, does a QTV thing. All of a sudden, Suzuki comes out and just wastes his ass.
So you don't want 5 minutes of Minoru Suzuki stretching QT Marshall. Got it.
Who says he couldn't stretch that out for 5 minutes?
And if Hobbs tries to get in there, he'd be like, "What you want, old man?" And Suzuki would just look at him. He's like, "What was that?" "Oh, my dad was calling me from backstage. I will whoop your ass, but my dad's backstage. It's almost Father's Day, so."
Knowing how arrogant Hobbs is, he probably won't to fuck around to find out.
No, I think Mark Henry would just immediately be like, no, I'm sorry for my son's behavior. Mr. Suzuki-san, Mr. Suzuki-gun, Mr. Suzuki-san, please accept my apology. My son he does not know.
Does not understand what he's doing.
He knows not the meaning of the words in which he speaks to you.
"Dad, what you talking about?" "Shut the fuck up, son. This is Suzuki we're talking about. Do you want to die?"
Wait. That Suzuki?
Yes, that's Suzuki.
Why the fuck didn't you tell me? I was about to insult the man. I am so sorry, Mr. Suzuki-san. I did not. I lost my damn mind.
I was smoking too much weed backstage. I'm sorry. Let's just go.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you hang out with Rob Van Dam then.
I mean, who doesn't? Yeah, but that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing, folks. Yeah. Before we go to winners losers, no show next week because I'm on a plane to Toronto by Friday, and Saturday I'm going to a Blue Jays game, and then I'm gonna have to cut that shit off because the whole doors open at 5 and the show will start at 6. Probably gonna pre-tape some Ring of Honor and some other stuff, and then do Collision. Well, yeah, so no show next week, and the last show will be 2 weeks from now when we review Forbidden Door, and then I fuck off for a couple of months so I could chill and let my brain say, you don't have to do a wrestling show. Which 15 years ago would have been, what the fuck are you doing? Keep it going! And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. Brain says no mas. On a good note, how about we shit on some losers? Shades?
I really don't have a loser this week, to be completely honest. I can't think of anything that was a real big loser this week.
How about WWE for getting a judge for having a judge laugh at him as he dismissed the motion to dismiss a trial for something or other.
All right, that works. WWE. I was gonna make that my default anyway.
Spoiler alert, that's my one loser. So as soon as these two guys are done, we could go straight to winners. Shen.
All right, I'm going to do a rant on this one.
Uh-oh.
Because this person has... Remember when I said that she had one more strike on her before I put her on the permanent D-Cell Battery Award?
She got the third strike, didn't she? And yeah, JC, it was an antitrust lawsuit. Thank you.
And yeah, she's not just a shit creator, she is a shit human being. Blair, a.k.a. Illuminati. Why? Well, as you know, if you have been informed, Blair has been sending out C&Ds left and right, specifically to Oz Media, who, let me remind you, has not put out a video detailing his own experiences with Illuminati, working with her as basically a literal garbage human being. If you've seen the pictures of her room, she is a literal garbage human being. But she decided to go one step further down the I'm a shit human being, and I'm going to show you just how shitty I can get. She sent a C&D to Oz Media's dad.
Excuse me?
Let me repeat that. She sent a cease and desist order to the address currently occupied by Oz Media's father, who has nothing to do with this entire situation. I already told you guys, if you got beef with somebody, you keep it into the internet. Don't bring family into this. That's a step too far. I don't like Ryback, but I keep my dislike of him to Ryback. I don't know what his family is like. I don't know what his parents are like. I don't even know if he has siblings or if he has sons,
for all
daughters,
we know,
nieces, and
he has a
nephews.
wonderful family life.
Exactly. I don't know. I keep it to Ryback, but doing it to family is just a step too far for me. And Blair, you repugnant piece of human filth, you just keep digging this hole deeper.
Dig up, stupid.
At this point, she doesn't even know which way is up. She keeps spamming out these stupid-ass videos like nothing is wrong and has barely addressed the whole thing. And right now, whatever happens to her, whatever happens to her channel is all karma, because she deserves every little bit of misfortune she's brought her way. She has lost God knows how many sponsors. Hell, ExpressVPN just dropped her because people were tweeting about the horrible, horrible things she has said and done to people who have worked with her. And she thinks she can throw her weight around because she's got her steadily dwindling subscriber count and she's got some stroke in the community. No. You don't get to play that game, Blair. You don't get to play that game. And for that, you're permanently on my D-Cell Battery Award list. Permanently.
And in the category of fucking around and find out, I hope the dad has a good lawyer on him, because you may have incurred of someone who might be akin to a Karen, and he may use those powers for good.
Any regular losers, Mr. Shin?
Shin. Oh.
Did that rant kill his
Has the
internet?
rage been so epic that we lost Shin?
I guess I'll go with my loser.
Sure.
For me, it goes to Road Dogg. So he did a thing on his podcast where he's like, oh, wins and losses don't matter. And then in that same podcast, within the same paragraph, essentially, he talks about, oh, we built Becky up so big that when she lost, it mattered. So wins and losses do matter, Road Dogg. You dummy.
I am too burnt out that the dummy button, the Eli Drake dummy button. Dummy! Yeah!
It also feels like with every passing year, Road Dogg just keeps getting dumber and dumber.
Funny, I didn't think he would get dumber.
Also, Matty, I'm going to do you a favor. You may not have the power to hit the energy to hit the button. but I've still got plenty in the tank.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Shin, you back yet?
He may have been disconnected.
Oh, yeah, and sometimes it takes a while for Discord to catch up.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm gonna do winners. We gotta do. I already said WWE for the antitrust.
oh, there we go. He's back.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yep. Dad just came in with. I had to bring his.
That's fine, that's cool, that's cool.
That explains it. He did warn us about that. You had regular users in there.
No, I didn't have any other regular losers.
Just a big fat D self. Fair enough. Winners
Yeah.
it is. Shades.
Well, I think right now, winners got to clearly go to AEW for all the shit they're pulling off right now. You know, Forbidden Doors looking like to be a banger. Collision might have bring us back some favorite stars. Not CM Punk specifically, but we got Miro coming back. We got Andrade coming back. We might have Thunder Rosa coming back near in the near future. We got some big names showing up. So that's a big win right there. And yeah, the Forbidden Door. Oh, boy! Let's see how that plays off.
I gotta read JC, and I kind of have to agree that's been making the rounds in the last couple of minutes. Roman Reigns for an excellent line at the start of SmackDown and gets out of the car. Sees Caleb Braxton, looks over his Paul Heyman, or over his shoulder to Paul Heyman. Wise man, your girlfriend is here.
Nice.
Look, I may not have the same kind of respect for the Fed that I used to, but god damn, that's a good line, Roman. Hats off to you.
Yeah, he knows how to get a good burn off ever since turning heel.
He's easy. He's a riffer. More winners. Shin.
I think this might be a sweep, so I got the brooms ready. AEW for putting on an absolute all-time classic with Dynamite. Tonight probably is going to be looking good since we got Billy Goat on there. Good stuff. Collision, we'll see the return of the Redeemer, Miro.
Yeah.
Ready to redeem some sinners. Looking at you, House of Black and your heathens.
The hunt of pagans has returned.
Freaking pagans.
Yeah.
Outside of professional wrestling, gotta give it up to Nikola Jokic and the Denver
the
Nuggets.
MVP of the NBA.
Yep, him and the Denver Nuggets succeeded for the first time in nearly over 40 years.
I
bringing a
watched that
championship.
matchup. Well earned.
Nikola Jokic is just an absolute beast. He reminds me a lot of Larry Bird, and you know I love me some Larry Legend.
Yeah.
Almost every week you talk about him nonstop, how he's the best trash talker in the history of the NBA, period.
Period. Yeah. Jokic doesn't do anything special. He just plays really, really good old school basketball. He's a 6'11", 280-pound force of nature. And there's a reason why him and the Nuggets swept LeBum and the Lakers in his super team. They were,
To where Shin doesn't have much respect for LeBron James.
Because people think LeBron is better than Michael Jordan, and I know better to know that. I know better. Michael Jordan would whoop LeBron James' ass.
Yep.
Prime LeBron versus Prime Jordan wouldn't be close. Okay, the first quarter would be close, but that would be about it.
Yeah. And just to tell you just how much of a great guy Jokic is, as soon as they won, as the game ended in Game 5, Jokic went over and hugged every single member of the Miami Heat.
Aw.
That's sportsmanship right there.
And when he was when he was asked about it, he was like, "It was just another game. I'm gonna go home and feed my horses."
Yeah, he was literally like, "Wait, I gotta go to the parade? Fuck."
Yep. He's
Like I won the thing, thank you. I'm like, all right, cool, but I need to go home now.
And also, he made history during his epic run in the playoffs. He became the first player to lead to lead an entire postseason in points, assists, and rebounds all at the same time.
Wow, might have a future legend on our hands.
He's already a legend at this point. He is already being considered as the greatest basketball player alive. And considering his body of work and who he has beat alongside the Nuggets, it's well earned. And my final two winners are, of course, Rescue Impache. One going to one of my all-time favorite character actors, one of my mother's favorite character actors, Treat Williams.
Oh, yeah, he did pass away this week.
He did indeed, yeah.
Complications from a motorcycle accident. He was 81, and my mother loved him growing up. I loved him growing up. I loved him in the Substitute movies. And he was just always so damn handsome with his chiseled physique and his chiseled jaw and his just fabulous coiffed of hair. I'm going to miss him. And second one goes to one of the most influential and beloved comic book artists to ever pick up a pencil and pen. None other than John Romita Sr.
Oh, yeah, I've been seeing people share his art all week. This guy is an absolute icon. More often than not, if you've seen an iconic shot, especially from a Marvel comic, it was probably drawn by him.
John Romita is absolutely a GOAT. He helmed one of the best eras for Spider-Man during the 70s and 80s. And his influence on the comic is such that he created Mary Jane Watson. Yeah, he was the one who created Peter's love of his life. If Marvel would stop fucking around and put him back to... This is positive time. Positive. And he also was co-created one of Marvel's most iconic anti-heroes, or probably the most iconic anti-hero in comics, Frank Castle, aka the Punisher. As well as the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because his son is actually one of my favorite comic book artists of all time, depending on the work he's given. I mean, one of my favorite runs of Spider-Man was in the early aughts when JMS was writing for it. And he was and John Romita Jr. was the artist during that entire run. I still have most of that run in my closet right now. It's still one of my absolute favorite runs. But the influence and impact of John Romita Sr. cannot be underestimated. So right now he's trading ideas with Stan Lee and King Kirby up in heaven. So John Sr., we'll miss you.
D-Dub.
Just give my word to AEW for the week they're having. Just good stuff overall.
Sweet. AEW was an all-timer. Rampage has Will Ospreay in it. They're debuting Collision, for better or for worse, and Forbidden Doors in a week. I'd say they're on a good run right now. Plug away, boys.
All right. As for myself, of course, my dub work continues. You can find, if you go over to my YouTube channel, you can find all of the playlist of all the dub work I do. I am on a ton of different channels these days. So keep your eyes peeled on that. We got manga dubs, we've got Beyond Animations, and we've even got some text message channels. And there might be a few others that I'm in part of, too. So you might find my name in other places, or hear my voice in other places you might not have expected. But I can't quite say much about that just yet. Just keep your ears peeled.
Gentlemen?
Time to pull the plug out of the socket. That's right. I'm still doing some streaming if I can find the time, considering all the stuff that's happened. We just came off of a blackout due to the somewhat overloaded the strain of the power grid because, well, we're still preheating. So, but still, Max Coordinate YouTube for all of your War Machine and Hordes lore shit that you want, as well as my live streaming, Shintigercurl streaming. Once the runts leave and I am able to stream again, I will be I will definitely, if it drops, definitely be streaming some Shredder's Revenge DLC, if and when it drops. But other than that, I'll be streaming some more Steam games and some Switch games. If you want to help me out, paypal.com/Shintigercurl, Cash App $Shintigercurl, and of course, New World, $8.99 digital on Amazon. Cop a copy, read it, and leave a review. Got to get me trending on the algorithm. Got to get me ranked on those first 20 pages. It all helps out.
D-Dub?
Got my review of Final Fantasy VII Remake up on my YouTube channel. Go check it out. Link is in the YouTube chat over at TWK Reviews. Let me just get that channel right. at TWK Reviews 6683.
Of course, that video was the Final Fantasy VII Remake review. If you want, and G-Dub's next video, just a little early, patreon.com/GWK Reviews. I got my tip jar, paypal.me/MattyG316. Our Discord is in the description. I'm hoping to speak easy to get some Toku riffing done. We'll discuss how that works out for you folks as well. And all that good shit. But you can follow us on Twitter at MattyG316, at TWK Official, at the Shades AT. If you still want to take part of the shit show. If not, I don't blame you. The Wrestle-Cast at gmail.com if you have any questions and comments. Beyond that, that's the show. We're off for a couple weeks. The last show before hiatus is our Forbidden Door review of tonight. And it will be on the Friday, the 30th of June. Then we're done for a little
Fight
while.
Forever will already be released.
So we'll probably have some first impressions, because I know I'll play a couple of minutes of it.
I'm streaming that shit.
Hell yeah. So, yeah. Looking very much forward to it. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in and saying hi to us, as per usual. You know we appreciate you for it. For everybody here, including the Shades...
On the Shades, we'll see you guys next time. Rock on!
Shintigercurl.
In the words of Chiseled Adonis, fuck you, Grant Williams! Fuck you, Grant Williams!
DWK.
I see you waving your hands in the air like you just don't care. God damn it!
Thank you, Frieza. Or is that cooler? Oh, it's Frieza. It's Frieza. I need to rewatch. I need to watch some DBZA again.
Yeah, I've been rewatching it thanks to the commentary that's now available.
Yeah, that's right. Oh god, their commentary is almost riffing their own stuff. It's meta and it's awesome.
Yeah, and they recently brought Taka in for a 3-man booth.
My name's Matty J. Remind you to help professional wrestling support your independent promotion as soon as possible. We'll talk to you after Forbidden Door. I'm on vacation, bitches. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Talk to you next week. Bye, 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 bye. Meanwhile, in Impact Wrestling...
To Slammiversary, become a 3-time Impact World Champion and humiliate this company, and Bailey with a shot to bully.
By the way, great way to fight. Arms down, face presented.